So basically, this is Betamax Man. Basically, I just got this just now, and I purchased this beta machine just specifically for the cassette housing. If you remember, in the last video, we were diagnosing the SLHF 400, and the problem was that it had a broken gear in the cassette basket, or the cassette housing. So, but we bought this. I took the screws out. I haven't looked inside yet, but the guy said that the tape will go in and it'll fast forward or rewind, but it will not play. Well, I can already tell why. When you hit the power button, the power light's on, so the voltage regulator is working. Here's the problem. There's no solenoid. The solenoid is supposed to engage when you press power. So let's just take a look inside, shall we? Okay, something that kind of worries me a little bit. It looks like the cassette housing is a little different than the 400 model, so not sure what I'm gonna have to do here. I might have to wire the switch. I'm gonna have to do something to convert the switch on this particular machine is different. But when you power it on, oh, you can see the head motor's turned on. But when you power it on, that solenoid is supposed to engage, and it's not engaging. So that's definitely where the problem lies. Let's just put a tape in and see what happens. I can fix it. However, I donated one of my parts to somebody else. That's kind of weird, isn't it? So this thing is playing a tape, and the seller said that it wasn't working. That is interesting. Well, this one seems to work, and I really don't want to be pulling apart. I don't want to be taking parts out of this one if it works, which it does. So, you know, I'm thinking that we'll just get this one going and we'll sell this, and then we'll find another donor machine for the other one. Okay. What I'm going to do is go ahead and get some writing paper and some alcohol. We'll clean the head, so we'll get some Q-tips and we'll clean the audio head and the control track and some of the other components that wrap the tape up around the head. So before I do this, I'm going to go ahead and unplug the machine. Generally, you don't want the machine plugged in while you're cleaning, because you never know. You might bump a switch and it'll come on. I've had that happen where I didn't know it was still plugged in. I was cleaning the heads and then I bumped the tape because it was still like sitting in the cassette basket, and it turned on. And I was like, so I've done that before. So anyway, let's go ahead and we will clean this and we'll get it up. We'll do some maintenance on it. But right now I just want to clean the heads and see if it works. Okay guys, let me go do that. Let me get the paper. Here we go. I got a piece of paper right here, guys. Okay. And this test tape, but yes, I don't want that, so. I just use a piece of writing paper and I get some rubbing alcohol, which I've got some in this bottle. Alright, we'll go ahead and make it so it's not dripping. Alright. I'm just going to place it up against the head drum assembly, and we'll just turn the heads, and then we'll turn them counterclockwise. And I changed the position of the paper. Okay. Yeah, you can see, guys, that there is some dirt on there. So it's a good thing that we clean the heads. Next thing I'm going to do here is clean the drum. So I'm going to use this paper to clean the drum. Because you don't want to use Q-tip on the drum. If you do that, you risk damaging the heads. Because you can snag the head if you're not. You can move the head out of the way and then use a Q-tip to clean it. But get some more paper. Basically, I'm just making sure that the video head drum is nice and clean, because I do not want a dirty head touching my good tapes. Okay, now I'm going to clean the head one more time. And then I'm going to use a dry piece of paper on the head after I'm done cleaning. I just want to make sure that the heads are nice and clean before I put my good tapes in them. I have tapes in my collection that I paid pretty good money for, and I don't want to destroy my good tapes, so, you know. Okay. Now I'm just gonna clean the top a little bit. Get some of this dust off. Alright. Now it is time for the dry piece. Simply put it up against the head. And we'll make sure, see, it's a little wet. There's a little spot of wetness. That's why you want to always double check. That's why I do this, to completely dry the heads. You want those heads completely dry. Alright, now the next thing I'm going to do Q-tip. Get it nice and wet and moist with alcohol. And we'll clean the heads. And clean the race head. Clean the capstan. Try to clean the capstan as best as you can. Yes, you can you can go on the bottom of the machine and take the bottom apart, and you can pull the capstan motor out, clean it, and put it back in. I will do this before I sell it, because I want to make sure I get a good clean head before I do anything else. Well, it's working. Play. Seems to work. I'm gonna go ahead. What I'm gonna do now is on the next video we'll do a full service on this machine, and I'll show you how to service a Sony Betamax. Pretty good picture. I'm gonna go ahead and turn the volume off. That way YouTube doesn't get upset. And I'm not going to show much of the image. I'm just going to show a partial image of it. That way you guys know that it's good. So let's see if it'll fast forward here. Seems to fast forward. Alright, let's hit stop, let's rewind. It's not going to win a race on rewinding, but Betamax VCRs were never fast at rewinding the tapes anyway. In fact, a lot of people, what they would do is go out and buy a video rewinder, and that would rewind the tapes faster.